Hi to everybody. My name is Hasan Jasim. I am originally from Iraq. As you know that, Diane, she introduced me. So today I will speak little about my country, Iraq. Of course, now I am American. This is my country, but Iraq is the second country. So today I will give you brief or summary about the Iraqi culture, education, health, food, clothes, in summary. Today, I will not speak about politics or something else. So, today, just in general, and after that, you can ask me, what do you like? I know you know what is Iraq, and you know from the war before 18 years ago, but today I will speak little about Iraq. Now, Iraq is an ancient civilization country. You know that Iraq is old country before thousands of years, and you know about the Akkadian, Sumerian. Uh, so, if you go to Iraq, or if you see that in the TV, you will see that Iraq it has a lot of ruins, a lot of architectures. So, Iraq is famous, and we have many places in Iraq. By the way, you maybe you don't know that we have in my city in Iraq, we have the house of the Prophet Abraham. We have it in my city in Iraq, in south of Iraq. So the house of the Prophet Abraham, maybe it was built before 4,000 years ago, and before 6 or 7 months ago, the Pope, when he visited Iraq, he went directly to the house of the Prophet Abraham. Iraq has the one of the seven wonders of the world, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. We have, this is before thousands of years, we have gardens, but the gardens are hanging, not on the normal way. It is hanging. Like if you see the garden, you will imagine it is birds, not hanging. Iraq had the first clock in the world, the sand clock, the sand timer. If you see that in the movies, or if you see that in the museums, there is a timer, sand clock. It was invented in Iraq in that time. Iraq is the first country humans lived in. You know that Eve and Adam, and before them, they were in Iraq. Iraq is the first country that wrote poems. Poems, it was famous. The first poems in that time, it was Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is an epic poems or novel. But if you look in Google, you will find what is Gilgamesh. Iraq is the first country that can write. So we invented the letters. Maybe some of you maybe he will tell me no, the Egyptian who invented the letters. I will tell him no. It was first in Iraq, then the Egyptian take it from them. You know that in the history, Iraq is the first country in history. Iraq is the second largest producer of petroleum. If you go to Iraq, you will see that in south of Iraq, there is a sea of petrol. We have petrol everywhere. If you go to a city called Basra, it is south in Iraq, on Arabian Gulf. It is, and also beside Kuwait and Saudi Arabia. If you go to Basra, at night, you will see that Basra is like area burning, fire everywhere. Why? Because we have gas, and the gas goes. They don't know what to do by the gas, so they fire it, the gas, and you will see everywhere Basra is full of fire at night. Iraq had cylinder seals to serve as personal signature on a document. If you see that, we have the signature. We have pieces, square pieces. It was signature. In that time, the kings, the princes, they or in their rings, they sign everything. Also, Iraq has the oldest houses in the world, and the old house, as you know that, or as I said before 5 minutes, the Prophet house, the Abraham house, still in Iraq. Still in Iraq. If you go to the Google now and just search where is the house of the Prophet Ibrahim, you will find it in Iraq, in south of Iraq. Thank you. Next page, please, Amanda. This is the map of Iraq. Where is Iraq? Look here to the map. Of course, you will see that Iraq is situated in Asia. And also, sometimes you will listening in the news, Middle East. What does mean Middle East? Middle East, it means this area, the Arabian countries. The Middle East is Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, these countries. So if you see the map, that we have up north, we have Turkey, then we have Syria, then we have Jordan, then we have Saudi Arabia, then we have Kuwait, then we have Iran, and also we have the sea, we call it the Gulf, the Arabian Gulf Sea. My city is south. I am from south of Iraq. Also, of course, everywhere the south is hot area. Thank you, Amanda. Next page. This is background of Iraq. So you know that Iraq, today's Iraq was once Mesopotamia. Iraq's population of about 40 millions. 40 millions. From 80 to 75 Arabs. You can say 75 Arabs. And 15% Kurds. The Kurds are living in the north of Iraq with a smaller number of Armenians, Ashurian, Turkmen, and other minorities. By the way, Armenians and Ashurians, they are Christian. Arabic is the national language. So everywhere they speak Arabic. Kurdish is the second official language, but in Iraq we don't speak Kurdish, just in the north. If you go to middle and south of Iraq, they just speak Arab. And you'll find some educated people, they speak English. Other languages include Ashurian, and this is old languages, and Armenian and Turkish. We have some people, they speak Turkish because they originally from Turkey. Yes, Aman. Next page. Why are there Iraqi refugees? Maybe if you think in that before 10 years or 15 years, there is no Iraqis refugees in the States. We have some people, they emigrated from Iraq to United States in the 70s, 80s, But the refugees appear after 2000. Appear after 2000. Now, if you go anywhere in the States, you will find Iraqis and you will ask them, what is your status? They will tell you, we are refugees. Why they are refugees? They've led to war because of the war, sectarian and religious violence and instability. More than 4 million Iraqis displaced. Why? Because there is war in Iraq. And you know that we have many militias in Iraq in this time. After the war in 2003, appear in Iraq a lot of militias, a lot of leaders, a lot of people we don't know they are came from, but they are Iraqis. About Okay. About 2 million have found refugees in neighborhood countries. So most the people who are living in Iraq, when they want to escape, where they will go? They will go to neighboring countries like Syria. Syria before the war, before 2011 or 2010, there is a lot of Iraqis living in Syria. Syria, it was cheap country. Also in Jordan, still we have a lot of Iraqis living in Jordan until now. Turkey, also still there is thousands of people, Iraqis people living in Turkey now. So most Iraqis are not able to return to Iraq safely or doing their normal life now because some minorities have become targeted. Also, when this militias comes to Iraq, they targeted the minorities. We have a lot of minorities in Iraq. We have something called Mandanais, Yazidis. Uh, some Iraqis have suffered persecution of political reasons. So this is the big problems in Iraq. Now we have people, they rule Iraq, they have idea different from the Iraqis people. They want money, they want to rule everything. So most the Iraqis run away or escape of this reason. The next page, Amanda, please. We will not talk too much about politics. Now we will go to education in Iraq. Before 2006, education was mandatory up to sixth grade. All the children, they have to go to school. Most adults have acquired at least basic reading and writing skills. Even the old people, they have to go to adult education. They have to know how to read and write in that time. English proficiency among refugees vary widely. So if you go to refugees now, you'll find them, they know how to speak English. Most of them because they were in the schools in that time. We have also a lot of Iraqis. They came to the state here and they have degrees. I know a lot of them as engineers. I know my neighbor last year, he was a doctor, physician, then he immigrated, then he went to another country after he became a citizen because he can't work again here as a doctor. They told him, you have to study again until we approve your degree. And you will find that some Iraqis who has degrees, they practice their jobs or their proficiency not here in the state, in another countries. Next page, Amanda, please. Now we will speak about gender rules in Iraq. Of course, the husband control the household finances. In Iraq, the husband, he is responsible about rent, about food, about most the expenses. And if the wife she wants to work, he agrees she can work. If she wants to give some of her money to help, that's okay. If she wants to keep the money, that's okay. But the husband, the man in Iraq, is who is responsible about the finances. And the women are mostly, they sit in the house and they are raise the children. It is, by the way, it is option for her. If she has a degree and if she wants to go to the work, it is okay. If she wants to stay in the house and taking care of the house, it is okay. uh, it also depends on the family. Women play a central role in the family life. Women gained the right to vote in Iraq before 1980s. The woman not vote in election, but in 80s, 1980s, the woman they have right to have big roles in Iraq. Most Iraqis are expected to marry, and many marriages are arranged. So if you are in Iraq and you want to marry, I will go to my mom. I will tell her, Mom, I want to marry. She will go and ask me to a wife. And this is what happened in Iraq. 70% or 80% marriages are arranged. So she will go, she will ask me, what is the description of your wife? I will tell her, I want her like that, that, like that. She will go, she will ask maybe in our neighbor or friends or something, and after that she will tell me, okay, I find a wife for you. Also the woman or who's she will marry me, they will ask her, they will tell her that we find a man that asking your hand, do you agree? She tell them, okay, can I see him? And after that I ask, can I see the girl I want to marry? I will speak with her or something like that. So it is arrange it, and we have to pay money for the family. For example, if I want to marry in Iraq and the girl she said, okay, I agree to marry Hassan, and after that my dad, my uncles, they go to her house, and also she bring her family, and they will ask dowry for dowry. We how much dowry or dwarf, I don't know. How much that they will, maybe $10,000 or 5,000 or 6,000. This money, it will be goes the woman who I will marry her, she will buy something for her. Maybe she will buy gold, maybe she will buy accessories or clothes or makeup or something like that. So the money it goes to her to buy something for the wedding. The wedding party, of course, the husband will pay everything, and the wedding party we will invite a lot of people, maybe 200, 300, or 100 people, and we will bring sheeps. We will cook them with rice, with a lot of people they invited. Most Iraqis are do this in this way. How if they want to marry, they will marry in this way. So we don't have the woman have long relationship with the man. No, we if she wants to marry him, we have short relationship, and after that she is they are well married. Children, of course, belong to the father's family, and so if I have children, they will have my name. They will not have their mom's name in all Iraq. In case of divorce, the father is often awarded custody of older children. So the custody also for the dad. But if he doesn't want the children, he will give it to wife. Okay, next page, Amanda, please. culture, practices, and traditions. Of course, if you see that the educated people are little different from uneducated people everywhere, not in Iraq. So you will see that the educated people, when they are dealing with the people, they are differently. Greeting in Iraq, if you want to greet anybody, especially the Muslim, if you see the woman that wearing hijab, scarf, as a man, don't put your hand like that. She will not shake your hand. But if she doesn't wearing hijab, you can put your hand and shake it. So this is culture and religious. Women, they don't shake hands. Also, if you see a lot of women here in the state, they are wearing hijab. The hijab is one of the Islam foundation for the woman. So if she is strong believer or strong Muslim, you will find her wearing hijab. And there is many women, they don't wear hijab. It is not they are not Muslim. No, they are Muslim, but it's uh, her option. It is her option. If she wants to keep the hijab, it is okay. If she doesn't want to keep the hijab, it is okay. So the religious is for you, not for the other. If you are believe in something, nobody will tell you don't believe in this thing. So the hijab is option for the woman. They are not obligatory or mandatory. We believe in fate and determination. And also, I am speak about the left hand is used for sanitary activities. By the way, if you want to shake hands anybody, don't put your left hand, right hand. We prefer right hand. We have a lot of people, they are left-handed. They eat in their left-handed, right and left hand. They shake you. But when we know they are left-handed, it is okay, it is normal, because left-handed everywhere, everywhere. But if you do it on a purpose, it is not acceptable. It is not acceptable. Next page, Amanda, please. Now we will go to the food. I hope you are not hungry. Food is, if you go to the Iraq or Middle East, you will find that restaurant everywhere. Although the people, they are cooking 3 times a day, but we prefer also to eat in the restaurant. The Middle East people, they eat a lot. If you come to my house, you will find me, even I am not hungry, I will cook. I am not hungry today, but I will cook. I will, if there is nobody eat it, we will throw it. And women in Middle East, they always, if they sit together, they will speak on the food. They not eat the food, but for their family, for their husband, for their children. But there is a competition between them. Who is the best one for cooking? So, because also the food are cheap. The food also cheap in Arabian countries. If you go there in Middle East, you'll find that is the food everywhere is cheap. So you will find in Middle East, people daily they eat rice in their lunch. And we have many kinds of rice. We have a special rice grow in Iraq called amber. This is number one in the world. They Many countries they try to plant it, but it is not go well. Just in Iraq, I don't know, because the weather or the soil, I don't know. We also uh, we eat basmati rice. You will find bread. Iraqi bread is the rounded one, thin. Most the women in Iraq, about 70% of women in Iraq, they make the bread like that, and they put it on the oven, then they eat. And maybe 25 or 30% you'll find some women, they or the husband, they buy the bread from the markets. Uh, if you go to Iraq, you will find most the people they prefer lamb meat. Lamb meat. Little people who eat cow or calf. Uh, Dairy, we have dairy like here, milk, yogurt. Everywhere you will find that. Uh, we have dates in Iraq. If you go to Iraq, everywhere from south and to north, you will find the palms everywhere. And maybe each house in Iraq, at least it has 3 or 4 palm trees. When I was in Iraq, I have 4 palm trees, and the palm trees, we have the fruits automatically on July became dates. And automatically, we don't taking care of the palm, because if look at the history, you will find that the oldest tree in the world is the palm, the dates, the date. We have something in our Quran. You know that the Virgin Mary, when she was pregnant with her Jesus, pregnant in Jesus, we have something in Quran said that when Mary was pregnant, one day she was hungry, and the God speak with her. He told her, shake the palm tree. She shaked the palm tree, and there is dates coming to her, and she was eating the dates. So the dates are before, when the Iraq found, the dates are found in that time. People in that time, they were depending on dates. They don't have food like now, multiple food. So Iraq is, it was in the 80s the first country export dates to most Arabian countries or European countries. And also tea tea is important in Iraq, especially the black tea. When I wake up in the early morning, automatically I will make tea. My wife, me, my mom, we drink tea with the breakfast. We drink tea with the lunch. We drink tea afternoon after we, most the Iraqis, they take a nap from 3 until 4 until 5. When they wake up, they will drink tea. At night, after the dinner, they will drink tea. If we have a guest, if we have a friend, if we they come to my house, automatically I will bring tea for them, not coffee. We have coffee. We have Arabian coffee is the black coffee and concentrate coffee with cardamom, but we prefer tea. So everywhere in Iraq, you will find places for tea. Also, Muslims in Iraq or in most countries, they don't eat pork. They don't eat pork. They eat halal or halal meat from halal butcher. What does mean here kalimat? What does mean here the word halal? In our languages we say halal, but here it is written halal. What does mean here, if you ask me? I will tell you something. If we want to slaughter the sheep or the chicken, hens, the cow, we mention God name. We mention. If you mention God name, it will be halal. So first of all, you will say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, and you will slaughter the sheep or the chicken or everything. If it is mentioned the God name, we will say it is halal. It is halal. It means uh, God bless this meat. God bless this chicken. God bless this everything. So we will mention God name. This is means halal. And also, you know that we don't eat pork. We don't eat dead animals. If the animal, for example, the sheep are dead, we don't eat it. The cow, the chicken, no, we don't eat it. We eat most the animals are alive. We don't drink alcohol. Alcohol is no, it is not permitted, and it is not from our religious. It is, we say, forbidden. Alcohol is forbidden. Yes, Amanda. Next page. Look here. I am hungry. This is kebab. You will find most the people in Iraq they eat kebab. Why? Kebab is about meat, Iraqi meat. It is lamb meat. By the way, we have a special kind of sheep in Iraq, just in Iraq. Most the countries that they are buying this sheep because this sheep, the meat are delicious, even the fat. So if you go to the restaurant, they make kebab from this meat. And of course, most the people who eat kebab, they eat the round bread, the thin round bread with kebab, and tomatoes. The tomatoes grilled, if you see here in the dish, you will see the tomatoes and onion. Also, the onion is grilled with lemon. So, really, I miss the kebab. Second page. We have something called malfouf. My wife, she is the best one, I think, in malfouf. Malfouf here, do you know cabbage? The cabbage or the lettuce. We bring rice, grind meat, and some vegetables, peas or carrots, and we will put them together inside the cabbage and we roll them and we put them in the pan together with lamb meat, and we will cook them for 1 hour or 2 hours, no, 2 hours, 1 hour and a half in low temperature with tomatoes, with pesto, with garlic, with salt, with a lot of spices. And after 2 hours, after 2 hours in low temperature, they will be raw and will be delicious. And also it is healthy. We call it malfouf because malfouf it rolled. Look here also mahshi, mahshi kusa. Kusa is zucchini. Kusa is zucchini. Look at the zucchini. What do you see here? You see rice and grind meat with pasta or tomatoes. So most the women in Iraq, they cook that. Also the men, but the men they are busy sometimes. And the women they have competition in cooking. Next page, Amanda, please. This is the Iraqi bread. I spoke about it. It is thin and delicious. Of course, it doesn't has sugar, just the floor and uh, salt and like that. And this is the oven is made from rock. Next page, Amanda, please. Iraqi clothes. So women in Iraq, they wear long dress with long sleeves. They don't wear something short because know that the religious. This is what they are. Next page, Amanda, please. Sometimes if there is wedding party or they celebrate or a party or birthday party, women they wearing like that. But it is not allowed to men to go with them. Women are privately. If there is a wedding party, there is two halls, one for men and the other for women. Men not allowed to share women in their privacy. Next page, please. Look here. This is what the people wearing in Iraq. We call this dishdasha, the dress, dishdasha. And they put something here, turnip. By the way, this is not always Iraqis wearing that, but in occasions. If there is wedding party or if there is funeral or there is in their houses, they will wear that. It is official wearing. It is official wearing. But most the Iraqis, you'll find them wearing like me, shirt, trousers, in departments everywhere, in markets, you'll find Iraqis wearing like American. But this is wearing are official. This is in wedding, in funerals, and something is unusual. Next page, Amanda, please. This is wedding party. Look at the woman. They are wearing like here. There is no difference. This is wedding party. Yes, we celebrate like here. Look, this is the Iraqi woman. Of course, you saw a lot of Iraqis or Muslim women, not Iraqis, Muslim. Maybe you will see here Somalis or Sudanese or Egyptian or another woman. They're wearing like that. They call this hijab, scarf, and we call this hijab, but here in the state they call it maybe scarf or something covering her head. So our religious, it is not allowed women to her head, they are uncovered. Next page, please. Iraqi or Iraq fashion. The women, they dress everything in their houses. Or if they go to the party, they will wear everything, jeans, shorts, everything between them. And also the women in their houses, they are free. But if they go out of their houses, they have to wear something is conservative. Yes, next page, Amanda, please. Also the clothes here. The clothes also you will find the women or men, they are wearing many brands, Western brands, such as Chanel or Burberry or everywhere you will find the clothes, everywhere. Next page, please, Amanda. Now, why the Iraqi refugees coming to the USA? So if you think that why not they go to Australia or Canada or UK or European countries. I will tell you behind that. Because any country has war with USA or USA has war with this country, they give rights to people who work with the USA, and they reward them, or they know what it will be happen when USA go from them. So as part of the humanitarian mission of the United States refugee, uh, they told the people who works with them, you have right to come to the States. This is visa for you and your family. For example, I will tell you something. I was a linguist with the United States Army, and I have a lot of friends. They were killed in Iraq, and the American government, they know that they were killed. Automatically, if anybody from the militias know that this person is working with the USA Army, they will kill him. They will go and maybe they put something on his house, sublution or something or like that, and they don't care about him or his family because they consider him, this person, he is a traitor. He works with the army. He works with the American. So kill him. So this is the reason you will find many families, Iraqi families here in the state, because you will the American army and the American government give the priority to the linguists. For me, when I was linguist, I wearing like the army. I wearing like them, but I don't have weapon. I was unarmed. But in any mission, I will go with them. If there is shooting or there is ambush or there is any, I am with them. I am like them. Do you know something called the hammer? I was in the hammer with the officers in their cars. It is normal. If I were killed, it is normal. So this is the reason you will find many Iraqis here. Some of them, most of them, they were working with the army, and most of them, and some of them, they know they were in Jordan, in Turkey, or another countries because they have some problems. Why the problems? Because of the war. So now in 2007, uh, American government or the army give permission to people to come to Iraq. In 2007, they have this visas to come to Iraq. Now, next page, please. I think that's it. Uh, we have the religion of Iraq is the Islam. The Islam, maybe we have it. I think it is 95% or 97 here put it. We have two groups of Muslims in Iraq. We have Shia and we have Sunni. Uh, we believe in God. We have messenger called Muhammad, and we pray 5 times in a day, and we have to go to Mecca one in your time in your life. We have a month yearly called Ramadan. In Ramadan, we fasting from early morning until night. And that's it. Next page, please. We have a Christian, by the way. Before 2003, we have maybe 5% or 7% in Iraq. We have a Christian before 2003. But after 2003, many Christian immigrated to European countries. They they went. They, by the way, the Christian in Iraq, they are rich people. Most of the Christian in Iraq, they were working in gold. They are goldsmith. They have big businesses. So after 2003, all the situation, security situation in Iraq was not good enough. Nobody will protect himself or his family. So they went to another countries. There are many Christian group in Iraq. We have Ashurians, we have Kildan children's, we have Jacobites. They are culturally similar, all of them. Uh, Diane, she she has a question. She told me, "What is pilgrimage?" Pilgrimage, you have to go to Mecca in Saudi Arabia. Mecca is, there is a God house, the house of God. So most Muslim, they have to go one in their life to go Mecca and come, but on condition if you healthy or you have enough money to go to Saudi Arabia. I think, do we have something else, Amanda, or that's it? Health, okay. Health. In Iraq, the health is free. For example, if you are sick, you have two options. You can go to the government clinics or government hospital, or you can go to the special doctor from not government. So we have, the health is supported from the country. If you want to do a surgery, you can do a surgery free without money. Any kind of surgery, you will not pay anything to the government. Maybe you will pay something is little, just for something little, tax or something. But you have two options. You have to go to the government hospital, or you can go to the private hospital. Private hospital, you know that they do good services, but government, they are not do good services. But health are free in Iraq. And also we have problems with the newborn babies and with pregnant women, or, and also in the after 2003, many doctors escaped or they immigrated from Iraq to another countries because of the bad situation, security situation. The situation is not concerned with the money, but the situation is concerned with the politics. We have militias. If you are with them, they will treat you good. If you are not with them, they will treat you badly. So most the educated or the doctors in that time, they fled Iraq to another countries. And also you will find there is, we have mental health. We call it something PTSD. You know that PTSD is resulted from the war. Resulted from the war. You will see that many people, they see people killed in their eyes, bombing cars, attacking. You will be in not good mood. You will be not in good situation. You always be scared. Maybe this militia will come to my house, or they will kill me, or something. For most of the people who were working with the another countries in that time, believe me, at night they imagine
they will come to my house suddenly. When I was working as a linguist or interpreter in that time, I was imagine daily at night, maybe they will come to my house. Maybe when I go, because I saw that in my eyes, I have a friend, he killed in front of his children. They go to his house, they broke the door and they shoot him. Why? Because he was working with the army, USA Army. So we have a lot of a trauma in Iraq. We have a lot of a problem until now. Yes, they have good money. They export oils everywhere, but we don't have good people rule the country. Next page, please. We have health beliefs and practices. I think it is everywhere. I think it is everywhere. We believe in something. For example, breastfeeding in Iraq is normal. Most the women, uh, 90% of women in Iraq, they breastfeeding. Why? I don't know. But we say that the milk from the mom is healthy, nutrition is good for the children, not the milk, the other milk, the prepared milk. It is not good. And also we have another belief that if my mom feed me from her chest for 2 years or 1 year, I will love my mom all my life. I will not forget her. I will be passion for her. I will remember that she was feeding me from her milk. So we have this, we have this belief. So if my mom breastfeed, I feed from my mom, I will remember that. And my mom, she was feeding me, so I will always be love her, loyal to her. So also we have in our culture and our religion that if you want to go to the heaven, let your mom satisfied. Let your mom happy. If if my mom happy on me, I will go to the heaven. If my mom she is angry or sad on me, I will not go. I will go to the hell. Even I am good man, pray, give money, charity, everything. But my mom is not happy with me or satisfied. I will not go to the heaven. So the heaven is connected with your mom. This is we have in our religion and culture. Mom is the key for the heaven. This is we raised on that things. And also we have many beliefs in herbal. If sometimes if you are sick or you have pain, sometimes some people they don't go to the doctor. They will tell you, okay, there is a shops for herbals. You can go and you can drink this and this and this, and you will be good automatically. And also, you know that each country it has its culture and tradition and something like that. Okay, I'm on the next page, please. You know that psychological impact of the war. Yes, shooting, killing, bombing, kidnapping. It was easy before 10 years in Iraq. If they see this person, he is rich, he has money, they will kidnap his one of his son. They will ask for money for ransom. If you give us, for example, 20 or 30 or 10,000, we will give you your son. If no, we will kill him. This is it was
normal, but now it became less and less and less. Next page, please, Amanda. This is the resources, my resources. Thank you so much for your listening to me today. And I would like to thank Diane to give me this opportunity to see you, to speak with you, to give brief summary about Iraq.
Well, we want to thank you too. And we have some, I'm sure that there are questions for you. I know that, here it is. Lisa asked, she's going to be starting as a preschool teacher in the fall. And she has a couple of students that are Arabic, that Arabic is their primary language. And she wants to know if there's anything that she should be aware of culturally as not to offend anyone in their family.
In fact, Lisa, thank you, Lisa, for your question. Now, most the children, they speak English and they forget the Arabic, and they are now uh, culturalized. Now they are American culture. And by the way, teachers here are good teachers. The teachers here in the States, I don't, I just live, I have 5 years here in Benefit. I see that the teachers here they are doing their jobs and extra. They behave good with the children, they treated them good. And I think now, Lisa, if you in your in your behave now with the children, it is good behave, and you don't give them just they would they have to have it, and they are satisfied. Always I am asking the children in the school, they are happy. So Lisa, go ahead, you are good.
So if anyone wants to unmute and ask questions, that's perfectly fine. There's another one here from Alan, and he was asking, what was your greatest difficulty in transitioning from Iraq to Biddeford?
I First of all, hi Alan, how are you? I want to tell you something. Of course, if you emigrated from country to country, you will miss your family. You will miss your friends. You will miss the area you was born in. Even it is bad, even it is bad, but you will miss them. But the weather, I was living on the area that winter it is about 40, 45. There is no snow. Just we have rain monthly one time. It is dry area, desert. But when I came to the States here, I shocked by the snow. We have too much snow. So the first year, it was so hard for me. The second year, now it is okay. Now I like snow.
So does anyone else have any questions they want to ask? Because I have a whole list of questions here.
Okay, Diane, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Hi.
you.
Mr. Hasim, how long did it take you from the time that you were granted, I assume you were granted refugee status. How long did it take you from the time that you actually made an application until the time that you entered the U.S. as a refugee?
Okay. By the way, there is two types for refugees. One of them call it a special visa. A special visa is they call it SIV. A special visa for the people who are directly working with the USA Army. And there is another visa not a special, but there is another visa through the Organization of Immigration. The Organization for Immigration, maybe if you applied through this, you will stay for 3 years in another country until you will have visa. But the people who are working with the army, they call them special visa. If they applied after 2 months, they will have interview in the embassy. Then after 1 month, if they have background check, they will have the visa. Maybe when I have the visa, just I waited 3 or 4 months because already I have background check. Nobody will work with the army until he has background check. So there is two types of visa: the people who are work directly and the people are not working. So this is, it takes 3 or 4 years they will grant visa, and the other one maybe 3, 4, 6 maybe months, but it is short.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I have a couple of questions about two of the things you mentioned today. And the first one is the pictures of the women, both of them have to do with women. They were wearing really colorful clothes. And I know that you mentioned Hasan did an interview for us that's on our Voices of Biddeford YouTube channel. And you mentioned, I wonder if you could explain a little bit about why we often see pictures of women wearing black.
What do you mean, clock?
You said in the interview, you mentioned how a lot of women wear black.
Wearing black.
Yeah.
Yes. The old women wearing black, they don't have wear colorful. And the women who are also have relatives are died before a year or less than a year, they're wearing black. And it is something culturally. I don't think it is religious. Something is religious to wear black, but this is culture. When we appear in Iraq and open my eyes, that I find most the old women wearing black. I've asked them, I asked my mom and grandma, why you are wearing black, always wearing black. They told us that it is the black conservative. So it is not attract to people. If you are wearing black, other men, they will not see you. So I think it is something culture. So what I noticed that the women, if they don't want anybody to take a look at them or not concentrate of their shape or their body or their face, they're wearing black is a symbol that we are a conservative woman or a conservative family. It
Another
is
question.
culturally.
Another question was, I wanted you to know if you had an arranged marriage, because you said not everyone does.
I have one like that. So I was out of the state, out of Iraq in 2002 or 2003. My mom told me when I came to Iraq, Hassan, you have to marry. I've told, no, mom, I don't. She told me you have to marry. I've told, okay, I don't say no to my mom. I don't say no. If she told me do that, I will do that. I was good son for her. So she told me, Hassan, you are getting old. You have to marry. By the way, I was teacher in Yemen, the Republic of Yemen, before my coming. And she told me, you have to come to the Iraq. And I told, okay. She told me, we have, my mom, she has a relative. And she told me they have good woman for you. I know the woman. She was studying with me on the university, but she is in different departments. She was studying mathematics. I was studying education. I've told, okay, I've saw her before 5 years. Then my mom went to their family. She told me, okay, Hassan, he wants to marry and he wants to marry your daughter. They told, okay, Hassan, he's a good guy. Okay, let the people, my cousin, my uncle, my brothers, to come to us. So my family went to their family and became, it is official. In Iraq, it will be official. If you want to marry, you have to bring your family. Because, look, we have purpose in that. Because if I bring my family and my family speak with her family and I marry this woman, in the future, if there is any problem between me and my wife, we will not go to the police or to the courts. The families will solve the problem. If I have any problem, I will not go. My family and her family, they will sit together and they will give a solution. So this is the reason. If I want to marry a woman, I have to bring some people with me to guarantee that I am good guy, or if I do something bad for their daughter, they will come and they will blame me. They will tell me, Hassan, you are not good guy. You did this and this and this and this. You have to give her all her rights.
And you said that you actually could refuse if you didn't want to get married to someone that your family picks for you.
Yes, yes, I can.
Well,
I can say, no, no, this woman, it is not fit with me.
and there's no
Yes,
punishment for
it doesn't
that.
has good education, or she is not beautiful, or like that. They will ask me, of course, do you have any woman in your mind? Do you have any relation? I will tell them no. If I have, I will tell them yes, I have. They will go and ask her hand, but I don't have.
Now someone's asking if the woman can refuse.
Also, the woman can refuse. The woman also, she will say, no, I don't like this man. He is not good. He is miser. He's ugly. He doesn't has his education. She has the right to refuse.
Okay. Now I have another question. Here in the US, does your wife wear hijab?
Yes, she wear hijab.
Yeah.
It is option for her. If
Yeah.
she wants to take it off, it is okay. But I can't do. I can't force her keep it or take it off. It is option.
And how are your children adjusting?
In fact, the first year they told me, Dad, can we go to Iraq? I've told no, we cannot. We are here in the States. The first year they don't have English language. The first year they don't have a friend. Even when they go to school, they find difficulties in communicating. But the second year, the third year, I've told them, okay, we will go to Iraq. They told, no, we will stay here. Now, if they fight with each other, I will threaten them. Okay, tomorrow we will go to Iraq. No, 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 we are good.
Did anyone else have any questions, or didn't want to hijack all the questions? I was just curious, the house of Abraham is still an actual physical house?
Yes, they make maintenance for the house of Ibrahim.
Wow.
They make maintenance. If you go to the Google now and search, you will find they yearly make maintenance. Still in Iraq.
And that food looked amazing. And just so that you all know, Hassan's going to be doing one of our cultural cuisine shows with us. I don't know what he's going to be cooking, but I know that we're all going to be eating it. I'm looking forward to that. That will be found on our YouTube channel too.
Believe me, I will be happy to cook.
Hassan made some food for me as a sample about a year ago, maybe more than that. It was wonderful.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess. Oh wait, maybe there's another question here. Oh, no, Lisa's just saying she has to go, but thank you very much. And I want to second
Thank you.
that. Thank you very much, Hasan. This was very,
Thank you for your coming today. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you about everything. Really, I am happy.
Patty
Thank
says
you.
thank you. Yeah, thank you so much.
Well,
Thank you.
welcome. Thank you.
Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.